Hey guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning viewer today, thanks so much for stopping by for yet again another speed build. And if you are brand new, thanks for clicking on this video, and I hope you decide to stick around for the entirety of the video because today we are renovating 121 Hakim house. Or is it pronounced differently? I searched all over YouTube to find someone in a speed build to say it, and maybe that way I could feel a little better about saying it. I feel like I'm mispronouncing it, but either way, it's 121 Hakim house is what I'm gonna call it. It is like over in the upper right hand corner of Myshuno. It's a really modern looking building. I've never been in here before. I believe I've mentioned this in some of my other builds before, but I don't often do apartment renovations, but I do want to do them more often just because I feel like I can be a little bit more creative on the inside because I don't have to worry about landscaping and exterior stuff. So it is kind of nice to be able to just focus on the inside and make it almost perfect. Do you know what I mean? So that's how I kind of felt in this build, and I feel like I did a really good job with this build, especially considering I am not an industrial builder. So this build is extremely industrial. I used a ton of industrial Loft Kit items. I used a lot of the new Blooming Rooms kit items, which I feel like are very versatile. You can kind of use them in almost any build. Some are a little more outspoken than others and kind of go with a specific style, I suppose, a little bit more than others. But what I did here I think is great. I used a lot of, well, maybe not a lot, but I did use eco lifestyle as well. City living, of course, because we are in Myshuno, so why not? And Dream Home Decorator as well. So as you can see, I am using the Dream Home Decorator cabinets in the kitchen. I just am not crazy about the base game ones that go with these counters. I don't know what it is. I think it's just like the detailing on them. They look a little too, I don't really know. They go good, of course, because it's like a set, but I don't know, for whatever reason, I just couldn't do it. I didn't like it. I feel like they're just kind of ugly. No offense to whoever designed them. Doubt they're watching this video, so it's probably not hurting anyone's feelings, but I don't know. The counters are great, but the cabinets, not so much. So I combined those with the Dream Home Decorator cabinets, and I don't really think I used too much more Dream Home Decorator, but I did use some cats and dogs as well, and a lot of Snowy Escape too. So I wanted this apartment to have a house cat. I just felt like that this build would be perfect for two parents, either a teenage or young adult sim and a house cat. How I decorated it, I made it very much, I'd say, for when it comes to like the teens bedroom, pretty versatile as well. I felt like it could easily be a teen's bedroom or it could be like a university student's bedroom. So as you'll see, we get more into the furnishing, and that's I think that's one of the last rooms I even decorate. You'll see it works for either or. But here we're just cluttering up the kitchen. Like I said, I thought that it would be great to have a house cat here. I originally wanted to have a family here, have like a dog, but it's so annoying in Myshuno having to take like your dog out to go to the bathroom. I don't know. It just seems so annoying to me. So I didn't want to do that to you guys, but you can easily get rid of the cat litter box and the little cat condo and call it a day and have a dog here. Like, not a problem. I don't end up placing down a pet bed because I've said this before. So many of the pets, I feel like, don't even sleep in their beds. At least when I play, they always sleep on like the couch or some random outdoor chair. I'm just like, what are you doing? It's raining. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So like I said, we're cluttering. Now we're kind of done cluttering with the kitchen. But here I just end up placing down this column just to kind of break up the space a little bit more. I wanted the kitchen to have tile, almost like a almost like a backsplash, like combine the two words. And I felt like the sudden break in wallpaper and tile was just too harsh, so I ended up placing a column there. I do end up using the brick. I think the brick is from Dine Out. That I could be completely wrong. We'll see when we get there, but I do end up having, I think, pretty much every room in this home have a brick wall somewhere. So I felt like the exposed brick is just perfect for industrial style houses and apartments. So I definitely wanted to incorporate that. And I also felt that maybe this apartment, the whole entire building, used to be some sort of warehouse or some kind of industrial building, because I do end up placing from the industrial loft kit those decals. I think some of them have looks like either like a cup of coffee or a cup of tea on them, and they're pretty big, so you need them on a big wall like this one. And I felt like it was just perfect for this focus point. So maybe there used to be some kind of bike shop in here in this building a long time ago before they had turned into apartment buildings. So you'll see that I add that later on. I think it comes up here pretty soon in the build, but right now I'm just adding some plants because I did know that this build was going to be a little bit darker. I mean, I feel like I do use like the dark wood tones a lot in my builds, but I definitely use a lot of color in most of my builds, I feel. And this apartment, I didn't really see that going well here just because it is industrial. And I'd say like the lightest, yeah, I think, oh, it's too fast. I think it is from Dine Out. So this brick wall is from Dine Out. So if you have Dine Out, great. These brick walls are just, oh my gosh, these swatches are so good. So I like to incorporate them a lot when I do apartment renovations, especially in Myshuno. But back to what I was saying, which I actually don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah. So this apartment has definitely a darker color scheme. The kitchen's a little bit lighter, but then like the little dining area is back to like the dark wood tones. This area, the living room, is definitely dark tones. And the bedrooms bring a little bit of light into it, but obviously those are completely sectioned off from the rest of the build. So you walked into this apartment like right in the hallway and then into this larger open space. You're not gonna feel trapped or like claustrophobic because it's so dark. I mean, obviously it's like a really big space, but I hope you know what I mean. It's just when you walk into like a light room, you feel very light, very airy, very open. And then I feel like if you walk into a dark room, it just brings a completely different vibe to it. So I felt like it didn't really fall into that category. I still feel like it feels very open, very cozy, and not at all overwhelming or scary, I suppose. So I did like what I did. I feel like I made the kitchen, even though it is a slightly bit lighter of a color scheme, I still feel it flows very well into the rest of the build. And I do think that it just helps having these packs that go so well together. So eco lifestyle, industrial loft kit, and those base game counters in the kitchen, and Dream Home Decorator, some Dream Home Decorator stuff, I feel like goes very well. But I'd say especially eco lifestyle and the industrial loft kit go just so good together. But here I'm just changing the color of the wall. I felt like, again, like I was saying, that the white was a little bit too light for me. So that's why I went for a darker color scheme, and I just feel like it kind of ties in all of like the darker wood tones and the darker colors in with the rest of the build, and it just kind of made everything flow nicely. And then I believe we're hopping into the master bedroom right now. So this apartment does have 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. One of the bathrooms being a connected bathroom to what I would call the master bedroom. So it's an ensuite bathroom. I figured, like I said earlier, 2 parents are living here. And once I was here, I was recording, obviously, and then eventually it just stopped recording. So you don't see me furnish this entire bedroom, and then all of a sudden we are jumping into the master bathroom or the ensuite bathroom, whatever you'd like to call it. And we will hop back into the bedroom in just a minute, but so you will be able to see how I decorated it. And I think I add like a chair in the corner by the windows, and of course you'll see it in the screenshots as well. But I wanted these parents to have their own bathroom, and it is a little bit smaller than the main bathroom that like your guests would use and the teen that lives here would use. But I feel like it works because overall they have their own space. They do just have a standing shower. They don't have a tub in here, but the other bathroom does have a tub. So overall, since they're the ones paying rent here, or they maybe own this apartment, They can use whichever bathroom they so please whenever they'd like. So I felt like it's fine as long as we have a tub here. If someone wanted to take a little bubble bath or something, then they can do that in the other bathroom. But yeah, I just put 2 sinks in here, standalone shower from Snowy Escape, and I wanted to keep it all very open but still kind of sectioned off so these Sims still have some privacy. Like if one Sim is going to the bathroom and the other is getting ready for the day in front of the mirror, then they're still slightly sectioned off from each other, but it's still all very open. It flows very well together. And I guess too, Snowy Escape does go really well with those other kits that I mentioned just earlier. But yeah, I think I did well here. I was kind of struggling with the artwork that I wanted to put on the wall here. I know we have like a good variety of artwork in The Sims, but I feel like at the same time we almost don't. And I feel like a lot of builders and even people that play The Sims completely agree. I could be biased and wrong, but that's what I've heard from a lot of different builders and YouTubers and just people that I know in real life that play The Sims 4. It feels like we're lacking artwork, and then the artwork that we have is super expensive. So whatever, it works. We make it work, especially now that we have like the debug menu. I mean, we've had the debug menu for so long now, but you get what I'm saying, right? So now we're hopping into the teen's bedroom. So I think if I were to play here personally, I would have it be 2 parents and a teen, and then like I said, a cat, whatever. But I would probably make this teen age up pretty quickly, assuming they have good grades and their skills are up. So maybe if they wanted to do, like the honored classes or whatever, where you can get like a better degree and like better pay and stuff. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. If your Sims have higher skills, they're able to get into like a better program at their school. So that's kind of what I was thinking if I were to play here. And I thought that it would be perfect if this Sim was extremely like musically talented. Maybe they don't have to study music in university, but I ended up putting this isn't the DJ booth. It's like oh my gosh, they make music on here, but it's like it helps them practice media production, I believe, but it is more music related, if I'm correct. And then I placed down a guitar here and a bike. So I thought that it just looked really good here. And I know that even though this isn't a separate room, I felt like it kind of ties in with the bicycle shop like decal that's behind the TV in the living room. I don't know, I just thought it was perfect. And whether the Sim is in high school or in university, they probably ride their bike to school. They probably don't actually do it in The Sims because unfortunately, we don't have cars or vehicles that operate that way, but ideally, that's what I thought would look good and make most sense here. And I just think it's kind of a nice piece of clutter here, especially it like in an urban area like San Myshuno. I feel like it's pretty realistic to have a bike because there's nowhere to really park your car. There's no actual like parking garages in a lot of like places in the city and stuff. I mean, wow, that's actually completely a lie. What I'm trying to say is some apartment buildings don't offer parking and you just have to park somewhere on the street, or you have to pay for parking in one of like those lots. We have a friend that lives in the city and tells us this stuff, and I'm just like, I could never live in the city for that. I like being able to park in front of my house, or I like having a covered space or uncovered space in front of my apartment. Like, I could never do that, but power to you if you can. I felt like I wanted to make this room a little bit more grungy, but still bring some life into it, especially with this brick wall here. I felt like we needed some greenery, so we placed 2 of the new plants. We placed the little hanging canisters, the tea canisters that have like the little plants in them in the window. Oh my gosh, that's one of my favorite items from the brand new Blooming Rooms kit. And then we placed the single hanging fern on the wall here. And then I think like a bonsai tree, I believe that's from Snowy Escape. And one more standing plant kind of by the bike a little bit. And then here we're just adding in somewhere for your sim to change, because I just kind of imagined that console table where we put like the bookshelf and the bonsai tree would be perfect for like your sim to ideally store their clothes, but it's not a functional object like that. So hanging clothes it is from Dream Home Decorator. And now we're just hopping into the bathroom. This is the bathroom I mentioned is a little bit bigger than the parents' bathroom. This is the one that your guests would use. This is the one where I end up placing a cat litter box. You won't see me place it here because I completely forgot when I came here to playtest and take screenshots. I was like, we definitely need a cat litter box if we're having a cat here. So I end up doing that off screen, but you will see it in the screenshots. But either way, we're coming up to the end of the build. I hope you guys stick around for the screenshots because this apartment is just so cute. It's just so serene and cozy, and I love it, considering industrial is not my style, but I love the way it turned out. So make sure to look at all my links down below. Follow me over on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, follow me over on the gallery. On Instagram and the gallery, my name is the same, Ashley Angelina, with 2 Y's and 2 A's at the end of Angelina. I post every Monday, and in December, I'm actually going to be posting twice a week. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to stick around for some base game builds, and I hope to see you guys in a future build. Bye. If you were to walk into this apartment, it does feel very dark, but it's not like too dark in the sense where you feel how am I trying to describe it? I feel like if I walked into an apartment and it felt really dark, it would feel